Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and I've got face cam on again. Hooray! I'm still not feeling that great. I've got this giant thing in my forehead. I've got band-aids on my face, so it's not. I'm still not 100%. I'm probably like 70%. But I figured it's been long enough, and I don't want to seem like I'm just dodging face cam. It's just that I really was not confident in my ability to project and be happy with my current health state. So we're still waiting on tests to come back. So I mean, I'm fine right now, staying home, taking it easy. I don't know what's wrong with me. So, hooray for that. Anyways, it is time to show off the newest Octagram unit, and probably, arguably, the worst Octagram unit, Daggrull. So he dropped at the same time as Space 2.0 began, and I used him a bit on stream. And I giggled a lot on stream because I don't understand this guy. If I thought that if I didn't understand what Guy's purpose was for, I really don't understand what Daggrull's purpose is for. Like, okay, so let's go over it. He's Earth and Magic. Cool. He's balanced growth type. Okay, interesting. He uses a fist, or claw, whatever you want to call it. He is an AoE alt. He has no alt effect, so Octagram units still do not have alt effects. Those are left for the summonable units. His first attack, it deals up to 250% of basic Earth magic attack damage to all targets, which is the same kind of skill that the new Velzard does. You do immediate damage based off of your initial attack stat. It cannot be modified, you cannot make it crit, you cannot use an attack buff to make it higher. The only way you can affect how much damage this does is by putting debuffs on the enemy that relate to Earth or magic. That's it. Or if the enemy has very, very high defense, then you'll do progressively less damage until you hit 1, which is what we did against the Pierce Bats. We did 1 damage with Velzard. And then he also debuffs his own defense until the end of battle by 15%. Forever. So, there is a situation that we're going to try and get to in this video, just for funsies, where he's going to have 0 defense. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know what stage it's going to be, but he will have 0 defense. And then, if that wasn't confusing enough, his second skill increases his own alt gauge by up to 50% and damages himself for 30% of his max HP. I cannot remember a single time in Jubilee, in Tempered Edge, in EX Conquest, where it was still meta difficult, where I said, I would really like to sacrifice 30% of my HP for that one alt. Not an alt. 50% of an alt. I'm sure there was a time, but I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. That's totally what I want to do. 100%. His trait, if you ever put a dupe in him, I think you're just playing the game wrong. But, increases his own secret skill gauge by 12% at the start of battle. So, there exists in a world, where turn 1, you could have him up front, and he could have 12% alt gauge. And then you put, like, Fire Benimaru on him or something. Or Valentine, and he has another 18% if you have full trait. So that's what, 30% trait or 30% alt right there, and then you can use a skill, and then you have 80% alt, which means you pretty much need, like, an orange and a blue or something for him to get his alt. That's great. Except he's an AoE. So I don't care. Because, not really a stage that's Earth-based where you really need an AoE alt. Because, yeah, you could use it in Tempered Edge. There's only 2 people, and you really gotta kill those things fast. And then Conquest Millum is 1 unit. So, let's, this video is gonna be a shitting on Daggrull. I'm sorry if Daggrull is your favorite character. But this unit is terrible. Terribly designed. I don't understand. And let's find out exactly how bad he is. Therefore, You don't have to buy him, because I already bought him, and I'm going to show you how bad he is, therefore you don't have to waste your Octagram emblems on him. So, let's begin. Okay, so we're in the lowest stage of Predator battle, because this is the only place where I could reliably take him in and get my defense to 0 without just dying straight up. So, let's check him out. So this first skill is the basic earth magic attack, and then he nerfs his defense. And then the second skill is his alt gauge, and he hurts him. So what should we do first? Let's just get our alt, right? So 48% alt gauge, 30% damage. So there we go. We got 48% and we took a third of our health bar. About. Totally worth it. Let's work on just getting his ult, I guess. Obviously, unless when he goes down to 0 defense, he will actually die from the spider. That would be incredibly hilarious. Okay, so we can get his ult here. Let's also, oh, you know what? Let's start doing this. Let's use the skill again. So another 48%, and then another 30% damage. Boom. Perfect. All right. Let's get his ult now. Not that it really matters. This thing can't die, but you know we're here to showcase his abilities, as wonky as they are. All right, 6,000 damage on that. Okay. So let's not do that. Let's use his next skill now. So 248 basic earth magic attack, and then nerfs his defense. So what? Can we see his defensive stat? Yeah, 6620 is what it is currently. Let's use this. Let's do some damage to the spider. We do 6,000 damage there, and now his defense is 5627. So let's send this ult, and then let's get his defense down to 0. I don't know how long it's going to take, but let's see how much damage this ult does versus this stupid spider. It's not going to do a lot, but we can watch it. It looks good, although there is one point where I think it does look kind of odd. It's this right where he's going to punch here, and he's got black eyes. I'm not sure if he's supposed to have black eyes there. I don't know if that's lore specific. He goes to like rage mode, 7,000 damage by the way, so totally worth getting that. Totally worth 60% of my health bar. Alright, let's nerf my defense again, do more damage. Alright, so now we're down to 4634. So we'll come back when we have 0 defense. Okay, so we're here, turn 13. Let's use a Hakuro for the last time. And now that we have 100 points, and we can use Daggrull's skill finally, so he's down to 662 defense. We have nerfed our defense by 90% here, and this will be the last 10%. Maybe it'll go to 105, I don't know. I've never reduced my own defense down by that much. So let's do this, another 6,000 damage, and now you have 0. Oh, it does go to 105. He has 0 defense. So I want to see if this spider hits him, will he die? I don't know. I honestly don't. We've never encountered a scenario like this, but if he does, he's going to die to the level 1 Predator battle. An Octagram unit. 7,000 damage again, that hasn't changed. He has no interesting modifiers. I assume that, well, maybe if we really want him to die here, we could keep using his thing to lower his health. Please hit him. Hit him. Oh, come on. I want you to hit me. I'm like the Joker. Hit me. I want you to hit me. Maybe I'll clip that in here. I do want him to hit me, though. I kind of do want him to die here. Obviously, like, this isn't realistic, right? You're not going to go 14 turns to kill yourself, right? His attack is meant to be like a last resort kind of thing. You really need the enemy to die, like, this turn for the turn bonus or something. Okay, he's just not going to hit me. Realistically, you wouldn't use this more than maybe twice. Okay, so he does 956 damage when he hits me. Okay. So, I can't use that either. Oh, well, never mind, I can. We're just going to sit here and talk about it. So yeah, you're not going to continually use this skill over and over and over and over again. You're going to do that in very specific scenarios where you need the enemy to die. I still don't understand why they gave it to him. Like, of all the things that we've debuffed ourselves on, like, we thought that Octagram Valentine's self-nerf was kind of bad. You know, increasing the amount of gauge oranges give, but decreasing the amount of protection gauge it gave was kind of weird, because we've never had a unit really debuff themselves directly like that. And so we're kind of like, meh. Obviously, Octagram Valentine has showed her worth in Jubilees now with the 60% ult damage after 3 uses. Very useful. 2 different skills nerfing yourself in 2 different ways. I'm not sure who thought of Octagram Daggrull's kit and said, this is a good unit. We need to make him worse. But I really hope that they fire that intern, because this should not exist. You should not have to grind a month and a half worth of events in order to get 100 Octagram emblems and then buy Daggrull, because he is trash. He's garbage. Like, please hit him. Thank you. He's dead. Oh my god. Predator Battle killed Daggrull. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's use him in a real fight. Let's not, let's actually make him useful. So this is Crucible 79 against Grucius and Sufia, and then you beat them and Carrion comes in. So ideally, right here, I'm going to try and get both of them low enough where my instant attack will kill them both. I'm going to shoot for that here, and then we'll instantly move into Carrion. It will be the same turn, because we've already tested that with Valentine, where if you kill the enemies, it's the same as a rewind. You didn't select any orbs, you didn't hit activate, therefore a turn has not passed, and it'll just stay turn 3, 5, whatever it is that you instantly killed them on. So let's go ahead. So he does, what about like 6,000 damage or so? And they have 27, so we gotta whittle them down a bit. So let's just kind of take our time, smack him around a bit. So his normal attacks do 3,800 damage. It's kind of hard to see because his character model is so large. Like, he's a giant, I get it. It's kind of hard to see the damage numbers. Okay, so then let's send this over here. Okay, she's guarding, and there's a counter. Okay. We gotta get them both lower. I kind of don't want him to die. Also, I can't convert to oranges here, so that's something. Let's just change those. Okay, so let's send this over here. She's still guarding, so she shouldn't die. Okay, another counter. Awesome. Okay, cool. So as long as we don't hit her again for some reason, she should be low enough that she will... Oh, ow. Die. Please don't kill. Okay. I guess we'll bring Val in for you. Let's do that. Okay. So here, that's an entire hand of Valentine. Okay, so cool. Like, okay, so here's a perfect example. No! Okay. Boy? Okay. So, obviously, I don't want to waste an entire hand of Valentine on these 2 idiots right here, right? So, ideally, I would like to keep this, because I could use Hakuro here, change that all into an entire orange hand of Valentine, and go into Carrion's fight with double ult. I mean, this is the perfect example. This is the perfect turn. So let's now use Daggrull's skill. So it's going to be this one. So 248%. We're going to nerf our defense, and we should kill everyone here. How much health do you have? 56? Okay, well, we might not kill, but boom. Okay, there we go. 7,000 damage. So we kill both of them. It's still turn 5, and then Carrion comes in, and it is still turn 5. So now we have an entire hand of Valentine. Well, actually, I guess we couldn't enter the fight because we killed them already. But you understand the premise, right? I wanted to save this hand because it's quite a good hand. So then let's use that. And then let's go ahead and bring in you for Millum, because it doesn't matter, because no one has cards. Let's use the orange boost. Let's use that. And then, oh, right, okay, so, whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and send this. And actually, let's get our ult. because we can do it. So we can use this 48% ult gauge. It's going to give us his ult. It'll hurt us a lot. So if we take a hit here, actually, we might die. But this is the gamble that Daggrull is. Alright. But you could always swap him out and hold his ult. So here, we're going to send this entire hand to Valentine. Hopefully we don't kill, but we're going to kill. Never mind. Well, we got one of his skills. We got both of his skills in here. One didn't really matter, but one did accomplish its goal. It did kill 2 targets at once, and it moved us into the next phase while retaining our very good hand of Valentine. So there exists a situation where it is useful, but it's not a hard fight. Let's try Conquest Milim now while our game freezes. Okay, so we're gonna use the same team. We are here in EX Milim now, and we have actually, you know, the hand that we would like to see, if not better. So we have the steel hand. Let's go ahead and take out Milim for Benimaru. Let's go ahead and use the steel. And then let's go ahead and get a 6-card send of Daggrull. See how much damage we can do on that 200% boost on EX Milim. So ideally here, I want to showcase his second skill, killing Milim, but obviously you only have so many turns with Milim if you're not running guard, because you're just going to die. So what do we get here? Hopefully he doesn't get 3-shot. Okay, looks like she's spreading it out. Good. Okay. Interesting. Huh. You know... Okay. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? We could always send him away, and then we could use Hakuro, and we could get a lot. Okay, actually, you know what? Okay, so let's do this. Let's lower his health, or let's lower her health. So we're gonna do 248%. So that way we know how much it will do, and then we'll nerf our defense. That's fine. So this does 4,800 damage. That's actually not a lot. Worse than I thought it was going to be. So now we have nerfed our defense, we have done some damage to her, and really, it's nothing really necessary out of this. So let's go ahead and do the rewind now. Let's go ahead and bring Benimaru in here for Daggrull. Let's use Hakuro. And then let's use his orange buff. Alright, so we're trying to get her as low as possible. That way his skill or his ult can kill Milim. And that way we can claim that Octagram Daggrull was able to kill EX Milim. So it's in the universe. I could have done more damage had I used her her magic boost, but it's okay. I think oranges are nerfed next turn, which is fine. I just want to make sure we get a Hakuro meter here. Okay, so let's do that. Whew, yeah, that's a lot of nerfed oranges now. Okay. So I don't really care. Valentine's gonna ult, and she's gonna do good damage, but she's not going to kill. Because I'm not going to modify her at all. I'm just going to have him do this. So I'm going to take you out. There we go. So let's do this. Let's just send the one ult. And actually, well, these won't do much either. Let's send the ult and the nerfed oranges. Okay. Actually, I probably could have used her buff to get her even lower. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, okay. So we can get even lower now. I'm on a mission, right? I'm on a definite mission, and I don't know. So we know that it does like 4,000 damage, so she definitely needs to be lower. Let's do that. Let's hit her with another ult. 16,000 damage. Alright, wow, she's still alive. Surprising. Benimaru's dead. Please don't kill Daggrull. Don't do it. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Here is another example of us not being able to modify the damage that he does by putting buffs on ourselves. So we know that Daggrull does like 4,800 damage with his skill. And it's based on his basic attack stat, which is 6,600 before, her defense is taken into account. So let's go ahead and use the crit buff here, and then let's use the skill again. Actually, well, let's use the crit buff first. That way we know we have it. So there we go. Crit is on. Let's use this skill, and it still does 4,900 damage. Weak point, but no crit. So there's yet another example of us not doing that. Let's do... how much health do you have? 7,000? Do I trust? Yes, because you have a crit on, right? Right? Okay, we're going to trust. Then we're going to kill here. Daggrull. 10,000 damage, because, okay, with the crit. So there we go. Octagram Daggrull killed EX Space Millum. Perfect. And we showed off the example. Let's move on to Tempered Edge, I guess. This will be the last part of the video. Never mind, I realized that I had like 20 minutes of footage already, so I think we can save him in Tempered Edge for another video. That'll also be hilarious. So, we used him, we got his defense all the way down, and he died to a spider. We showed off his skill, killing multiple units, moving into the next phase. We showed off his other skill, giving him ult, and then, killing himself slowly but surely. He's not a good unit. He will not bring anything to your team. If your Earth team sucks, he's not going to make it better. He'll probably actually make it a little bit worse. I don't get it. I don't understand why he has to continuously nerf his defense. I don't get why he has to kill himself. I'm sure there's some in-universe canon reason that, whatever attacks he does harms himself. I'm sure there is. I'm not aware of it. But this is an example of how not to make a unit. If you ever wanted to turn people away from spending their emblems, this is what you put out. Valentine, good. Millum, good. Romrus, pretty good. Guy, trash. But now, who is worse? You decide in the comments below. Who is worse? Octagram Guy with this stun that doesn't work against 90% of the game? Or Daggrull killing himself? Let me know in the comments which Octagram unit you think is worse and your overall thoughts on Daggrull. But that's it from me, guys. Take it easy, and I will see you later.